Okay, imagine this with me. A bountiful, lush, bright garden of flowers. I want that. It is a dream of mine to have a cut flower garden. So when I saw these dahlia and gladiola on sale, I had to get them and just somehow figure out how to grow these in my apartment since I have zero gardening space and very little gardening experience. But I mean, we all have to learn and start from somewhere, so let's do it! If you do any gardening in your apartment like me, this thing is so handy. It keeps all the mess contained. All you have to do is snap the buttons on each corner so it pops up and it becomes like a box where you can do all your gardening in, and when you're all done, it's so easy to clean up and it folds back neatly and flat, so it doesn't take much space to store. I also didn't learn until a few years ago that depending on where you live, you are in a certain growing zone. So if you are planning on planting anything, make sure you know what zone you're in and when the right time to plant that would be. So for me, I'm in zone 5B and I'm a little late on planting my gladiolus and dahlias. But it's okay for me to start, even though I'm a little late. It just means that it'll bloom later for me and I'll just have less blooms to enjoy, but that's okay. I'm going to be reusing the pots that I already have and the soil that I already have as well. So in this pot, I had some chrysanthemums that didn't survive, but hopefully everything that I pot now will survive. So I'm just taking out the stems and the roots that were left over from that chrysanthemum, and I'm also going to be mixing the soil with some perlite. It helps drainage for the soil and loosen it up as well. I know my biggest problem with gardening is that I overwater, so perlite really helps the drainage in the soil and so that it's not just sitting in a pile of wetness. This is a cluster of dahlia tubers. How crazy does this look? I am so excited because it's actually starting to grow already, which means it is definitely viable. I'm not going to be watering these tubers just yet, even after I have it planted in the pot. I'm not going to start watering it until I start to see green sprouts. That way, I know that the roots are growing and it's able to absorb water. Next up are the Gladiola corms. Even though these need to be planted in pots that are deeper, I'm going to start them off in these because these are the only ones that I have so far. I am trying to save up those big yogurt containers so I can repurpose as pots, drill holes in them, and they should work perfectly. but I'm waiting until I have 3 saved up so I can transfer them, and maybe even wait until the Gladiosa are a little more mature and they can survive repotting. Can you guess which side of the corm faces upwards and which side of the corm faces downwards?
Guess which is the top and which is the bottom.
This is the part that faces upwards. This actually is its old stem that was cut off. So this is where the new stem is going to sprout from. And it makes me so happy to see that it's already sprouting. My gardening powers are growing. Since the soil that I used for the Gladiosas was more dry, I am going to water it just a little bit. But I haven't done any watering like this since this time. I just have a spray bottle and I keep the top layer of the soil moist, but that's it. And look at the progress my cut garden has made. I hope this inspires you to start your own indoor garden. If I, a person with very little gardening experience, can do it, you can too. In Pressed Flower News, I have a live and free virtual ranunculus workshop coming up soon. I hope you can join me, and if you would like to register so that you will be there live and you get access to the replay, you can sign up through my website. I will link it directly to the sign up page in the description box. I think it'd be so fun. It will be different than my usual how to press flower tutorials because I want it to be a moment of peace where we actually enjoy the flowers and take our time pressing it. So I hope to see you there, and until next time, take care, happy pressing, bye. It becomes like